DCF made simple. What do I mean by that? Well, what kind of case do you have? And a lot of clients, like recently I had Walter say to me, I don't know, Kevin. I said, you gotta know. Is it sexual abuse? Is it physical abuse? Is it neglect? What was it supported for? When was it supported? When are your 30 days run? When are your appeal period? Okay? Was it a 5-day emergency investigation? Was it a 15-day non-emergency investigation? Was the reporter a mandated reporter? Was the reporter a non-mandated reporter? Or was the reporter anonymous? It's going to have a large bearing on your case. What did DCF do? Did they look into your background? Did they find you had a criminal record or not? Did they find out did you have a history with DCF? Did they contact your local police to see that the police had been at your house 10 times? Did they speak to your therapist? Did they speak to the various powers that be, such as the schools and the therapists, and also the pediatrician and the coaches that influence the children? Who did they speak to? What did they corroborate? What did they disprove? How did you and what information did you give them? And this is huge because cases are won and lost on evidence, which are facts. You got to give them the red meat. You got to give them the evidence and the facts. And you got to know how to present that and give that to them in the right way. And sometimes you do and sometimes you don't. Recently I had a case where I didn't let my client speak to DCF. Why? Because he didn't do it. But they were trying to hang him and build further, a bigger case. And it was so crucial that he had criminal charges. I said, you have a Fifth Amendment right against self-incrimination. You have the right to remain silent. You have the right to remain innocent. Do not speak to DCF. Because they're an agent, according to the Howard case, of the local, state, and federal police, as well as the DA. Everything you say to that social worker is going to go directly to the local, state, and federal police, as well as the DA. So you might as well just go talk to the cops and talk to the DA and hang yourself. He didn't do that. DCF came back and said there was no physical abuse. Well, guess what? Those criminal charges went south real quick. Why? Because the charges were that he, choked his kid. He didn't do it. And DCF said it. And so now we had a lower evidentiary standard, reasonable cause to believe, which wasn't supported. And we've got criminal charges which is beyond a reasonable doubt, which is much higher in evidentiary standards, which the DA now cannot support. So now the criminal charges get dismissed. My client's happy as all get out. And now he's in family therapy to straighten out what this problem is with his son. And as for DCF, well, let's just say that they're losing interest real fast, and that case eventually was closed. And why was it closed? Because Dad did the right thing and listened, and didn't let his rights get violated, bent, or broken by DCF, which they would have in a blink. And they would have made him make allegations against himself and twisted and turned his words against him. Because they weren't doing an investigation. It was more like a witch hunt. They were looking to do like, gotcha. Well, that's not how you do an investigation. And so, all's well that ends well. And this individual turned out to be a Seaver success story. And everybody went home happy.